All right. So right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you I've been playing a whole bunch of Devil Blade over the past 3 nights, and it's been a fucking blast. I uploaded a video a couple days ago that I made, and I had to record some Devil Blade footage in that video. And as I did that, I was like, man, I want to go back and play some more Devil Blade. So I did. I took a break from Esperade and got into Devil Blade and was trying to get a clear on hard mode because I play for survival. I don't really play for score. As you can see, my score is like kind of shitty. I wasn't really playing for score. However, I think the devs definitely want you to play this game for score. And after spending some time with it and getting the clear, I think you should play this game for score. See, here's what's really interesting. There's a lot of things that's interesting about this game, but this is something that jumped out at me right at the end, just before I got the clear, is that the more you play this game, without even thinking about it, I mean, you're kind of thinking about it, but you start to play for score just naturally the more you play this game. I needed the extend at, I think it's like 5 million points or something, at the end of the game in order to clear it. And so as I was like figuring out, like learning the game, because it's pretty memo heavy, but as I was learning the game, I started to figure out like, well, okay, I have to do a little bit of scoring to get that extend. And so the more confident I got in the early levels, the more I started to play for a little bit of score to get that extend. And that's really, I think that showcases how well this game is designed. Because I don't really ever play for score in any game. And you can see here I'm kind of trying to rack up a little bit of score here. And that's because the game is enticing me to do so, because it's actually kind of fun to fucking do it. You know, so, but this game, just get this out of the way, like obviously it looks like a Sega Titan game from the old STV hardware, or like a Sega Saturn game like Shinryu or something. Beautiful game aesthetically. I have one critique. If you were to look at this game as like a piece of art, right, like a film or something, you know, like you're looking at the sound design and the visual design of the thing as a piece of art, it's stellar. I think it's badass. It's heavy metal, like literally, like all everything is like very mechanical. It's just fucking cool. Like the whole city below you is on fire. And you come through these red clouds that are lit up by the fact that this giant megalopolis is on fire. My only critique, though, of the visual and audio presentation is that I feel like I saw video of the demo, the prototype, and I feel like the voices in the prototype are infinitely cooler than the voices in the finished product here. And that's the only critique I have as far as like audio video of this game is concerned. I really wish the demo voices were still a part of it. I think those were a lot cooler. That's the only really bad thing I have to say about these games. And you can see here, like, because I got kind of confident with the first stage, I'm doing a little bit of scoring here. Because honestly, like I'm not good, so it took me a while to get the clear of hard mode. Which the funny thing is, though, is that if I would have like started off just like learning scoring and like the routing for scoring, like if I started watching like scoring runs, like a jammer's run or something, I might have had an easier time getting the hard mode clear. I had a hard time getting the hard mode clear for this, honestly. I kept getting to the very end, and the final boss would just... I was practicing the final boss. Oh, one of the things. This game has some of the coolest stage transitions I've ever seen in a video game. Look at this. That's so cool. I was trying to think of a different game, like another game that has stage transitions that are as cool to me as as this game, and I couldn't really come up with anything. Like Einhander has some really cool stage transitions, I think, but this game does that really fucking well. Now you're speeding across the surface of the moon. It's fucking sick. But yeah, so you know, not a super high score. It's not a super, you know, difficult game. It took me a few nights to get the clear. It gave me a harder time than I thought it was gonna give me. That's for sure. Now check this out. This is fucking cool right here. So the surface of the moon opens up to reveal this like massive fucking city beneath it. Like, come on, dude. Like that's so fucking sick, dude. Like this game is off the fucking hook. I can be like, I'm not going to like really get into it, but like I can look. I love the cave games. I just recently, like just this last year, I started getting like really into the cave games. And I think those games are really some of the best video games ever made. I could sit there though and be critical of like a lot of the artwork that's in the cave games. But that's just my opinion, and like who gives a shit. But I still love those games, and I still play the shit out of them. Obviously, look at my channel. But this game is more in line with what I want as far as the artwork and the audio and stuff is concerned. Like this stuff, and like the what is it, like the Raiden games, the Saibukatsu stuff. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but like Viper Phase 1 and you know all that stuff, and like yeah, like the Saturn era shit, like this stuff. Okay, so this, by the way, this boss, something this game does that's kind of nasty is it often forces you into very claustrophobic areas with the boss. And again, I think it's because the game is designed for the scoring, and the scoring seems to hinge on like being super close. Like, see those rings? Like the game wants you to be really close to the enemy, which is more risky. So like the more risk you take, the higher your score is going to be. So this boss, right off the bat, gave me a hard fucking time. Until I just learned the pattern, and then it's one of those things. It's like at first it's so fun because it's like at first it looks like it's so hard, and then like you do it like 4 or 5 times, and you're like, oh, I see how this works. Okay, cool. And then it becomes really fun. This actually ended up being like a really fun boss, but like it's also really kind of scary because it forces you into like close quarters. The game gives you a lot of bombs, but again, like I don't do any of the boost shit, which the boost shit is how you're going to rack up your score. So like if you can route the game out and learn it without using bombs instead of you just using boosts, you're going to get a higher score. Now check out this. This is one of my favorite stage transitions. Watch this. It's so cool. The sound effect of the base on the moon exploding, that crunchy fucking explosion, like, yeah, this designer has some talent in my opinion. Just fucking cool. And then like this stage, you get into stage 3, you have these giant frigates that are like firing lasers at you from the background, and there's like these gaseous, I don't know what like nebulas in the background. I'm a big fan of spaceships and lasers. That's a cool thing to me. I'm just so impressed by how this game looks and sounds and how it feels. It's so much fun to play. Because also I mean, I'm not the first one to say this, but like, see, this is why I wanted to upload this. Really, clearing the game on hard mode isn't that hard. Honestly, I get it. For me, it's a big deal. But like the reason why I wanted to upload this is because there's just so much about this game that is just fucking cool. I really, really loved Blue Revolver. Like clearing that hyper mode. And I think Blue Revolver really is a fucking amazing game. But for me personally, this is just my opinion, just my taste. the way this game looks and sounds takes the cake. In my opinion. I just wish they kept the demo voices. I think the demo voices are so fucking sick. But, yeah. And then it does this thing, this really cool thing where you're flying through hyperspace. You're going whatever, like light speed, like warp speed, I guess, or something. Kind of like that stage in Sylphid. Like, I love how much the game does the telegraphing. It does that really well. Later on, it gets a lot harder because the telegraphing, they don't give you a whole lot of time later on. I think that's why the last couple bosses really gave me a hard time. And I practiced the shit out of the last bosses, honestly, in the training mode. I'm not afraid to admit it. I know people frown upon... It's actually kind of new to me. I was actually really surprised to hear that like, people actually, like, kind of bitch and complain when people use, like, save states or training modes. I definitely use save states and training modes. I'm not even worried about that. But, these lasers here are so cool. It's like a throwback to, R-Type. Also, that's right, the intro where you see the cockpit when the fighter flies in at the very beginning of the game. I love those little nods to like R-Type. And there's some nods to a bunch of games here, but yeah, I love that shit. This boss gave me a hard time for a while until I just playing it, like, you just learn it. It's very memo heavy, and it's just so much fun because once you learn it, it really feels like you're an ace fucking pilot. But the game is very chill in, like, reminding you what's coming, you know, which makes it really fun and a gentle game. Again, like, this is like kind of the same thing I said about Blue Revolvers. I feel like this game is kind of important because it'll bring, like, novice level players into the genre, you know. Hopefully that's what this game has done. I think it's been out for like 7 or 8 months. So I'm kind of late to the party, but I usually am. And I still consider myself, like, pretty novice at this stuff, but man, I love playing it. I played this game a lot. I think I played this game 25 hours in the past, like, 3 nights, dude. I was up late. I became infatuated with it. Like, I needed a break from Esperade. Esperade's kicking my ass. By the way, there's a, if anybody's still listening, there's a player who's kind of amazing, and kind of stoked, like, he took time to, like, talk to me. Named Neon Dagger, and he played Esperade live, I guess, in the Shmup Kumite. Which is crazy to me, like, to play these games live. Like, my nerves suck, dude. Like, I cannot get in control of my nerves. Like, even with this, it's gotten a little bit better the more of these I do, but, like, every time I get to the end of this game, I'd start to get, like, really nervous. I can't imagine playing this kind of shit, but, like, when you're live and people are watching you. I watched the Desmaku stream the other night, and I was like, dude, I can't believe this guy's playing this game live. He's playing Batsugun, like, high-level Batsugun shit, like, trying to get the floor off. So fucking, so crazy. I love that shit. But, yeah, I had to take a break from Esperade, and shout out to Neon Dagger, because he's kind of coaching me through it. He's got, like, a really good strat, and I'm going to get back into Esperade here, now that I've made myself crazy with Devil Blade. But, yeah, I had to step away from it, because I started to get frustrated. And as soon as I get, like, frustrated, I just stop. I just walk away, because you can't win. I can't win if I get frustrated. If I get angry, like, forget it. Oh, by the way, sorry, I get, like, bewitched by, like, looking at this stuff. There's another video on the way. I'm making another video where I actually do editing and goofball, you know, making fun of myself type shit. I actually got the idea for the next video from another YouTuber. I think his YouTube channel is called, like, K2, and he's like a hardcore arcade collector cat. Like, that's kind of his thing. Pretty hardcore, and he said something really funny to me that I was laughing about for a couple days. I don't want to give it away, but hopefully he doesn't mind. But like what he said to me in the comment section cracked me up. So I'm trying to make a video of, like, he inspired me to make a video. So shout out to that dude if he ever sees this. But yeah, that whole section right there where you take out this giant ship, that's one of my favorite sections. I played that shit really fucking careful because I started taking hits right there, and like I really wanted to clear at this point. Like I'm telling you, like, I mean, there was like 8 times where I made it to the end of this game and just did not make the clear fucking work, dude. So a lot of times I play really careful, and I've got 11 bombs. But I think at this point, like, I was also playing, like, it was late at night. I usually don't play late at night because I play really shitty if it's late at night. I usually play much better if I have, like, a cup of coffee and then play, personally. I didn't think I was going to get the clear. This was, like, one of those things where it was, like, one more run. But I'm taking the risk of not bombing as much. So I've still got like 10 bombs. Usually I would just bomb the shit out of this guy because I took a lot of damage here. Like this final stage is kind of dangerous because of those jets. And this, if you're in the wrong spot when he does that shit, he'll fuck you up. So normally, like, a lot of this stuff I'm like, fuck that noise, dude. I just start fucking bombing. So stage 5 is nasty. Stage 5 turned out to be where all my runs would go sideways, either in the stage 5 boss or the last boss. And it's funny because I would practice the final bosses, and then at the end of a 25-minute run, like every time I would just do really shitty, and I think it's because of nerves. Like I just can't get. Sometimes I just can't function as well when there's, you know, a 25-minute run at stake. It really makes the games more exciting and more difficult, just knowing that if you fuck up, you're going back to the beginning. It's a 25-minute run. You know, it's the idea. I guess it's the idea of permadeath. Really adds an element. This guy here, sometimes I'd be down to take him out without bombing, but I wasn't chancing it. Because it feels like there's some RNG to this game that was getting me sometimes. So I just started to bomb. Oh, I lost my shield there. I remember when that happened. When I lost my shield there, I got really bummed out because this is a dangerous fucking stage. Those stealth fighter looking guys are really dangerous because they have some shit. The bullets go fast. There's a lot of bullets that go fast in this game, is the thing. You know, different kind of shmup than in like a cave game, for sure. Yeah, this is kind of scary. This whole section here is kind of scary. Right here, I wanted to get some. Yep, there it is. That's what happened. I was trying to get closer. See, because you're rewarded through that section, the higher up on the screen you are. And I wanted the extend, and I'm still kind of far away from the extend. So I tried to get as close as possible and got clipped by the wall. And that was another point where I was like, oh, I'm fucked now. Because I lost my shield. But I think you get a shield recharge, like, right up here. This is dangerous. I just started bombing that because I kept getting clipped by the ships that come in. Yeah, start bombing a lot of that stuff there. This section, I did not have a problem with this until, like, the last goddamn night I kept getting hit here. And I almost gave up. Like, I only played the game for, like, 3 nights. And I started to think, like, I don't know if I can do this. I always doubt myself. Don't do that. Just play the game. Because I got the clear here, and I didn't think I was going to. This boss, I'm a lot better at this boss than I am here. Believe it or not. Actually, don't believe it. I suck. Look at this. I did really bad here. I was so angry. You could tell by the way I'm just like sitting there. Like I'm just fucking... It's like, fuck you. Start spamming bombs. I thought it was over here. So I'm still far away from the extend. I need the extend because the final boss is going to hit me a lot. I just could not figure him out. Yep. Hit the stupid arm of those fucking things. Really forces you into tight spaces. It's really fucking... For me, this stuff was hard, dude. And this is nasty. This is fucking nasty. I just started bombing because I was just frustrated. This is really nasty too. You can go hide in the corner, by the way, and totally like miss all that shit. When it does the circular attacks. This isn't so bad because you can hide behind the platforms. Now, if you try to get close and do scoring in here, it's a hell of a lot harder. But since I'm just playing for survivability, I'm playing like a little old lady. No offense to old ladies out there, but that's how I was able to do this. And again, like, you know, the devs definitely want you to play for scoring. So like the way I'm playing the game is probably like, it's not kind of like, I guess, sort of how you're supposed to play the game, but I don't care. I was having fun. I was having a blast. And this was a good break from Esperade. I was playing this, and I was playing a little bit of Path of Exile 2, which I've come to really dig. I play other games other than shmups, obviously. I just don't make videos about them yet, but yeah. So here I got hit. Was really upset. If you go to the bottom there when that purple shit comes across, they won't hit you. But I was late and got hit there. So I have 0 lives, but I've got 5 bombs. Those lock-ons, dude. Sometimes it feels like if you get bad RNG, you just can't get out of there. And then like right here, I think I got the extend. I just did this last night, so I kind of remember it. I think I got the extend like right here somewhere. Oh, dude, those R-type lasers are fucking nasty. This boss is crazy, dude. To me, dude, it took me forever to figure out if you go to the sides, that's a lot easier. That pattern. This too, like hang out on the side. You don't have to hang out in front of the boss. I kept thinking I had to hang out in front of the boss because there's that like purple orb, and I thought that's where you had to hit him to hurt him. And then I realized you can hit him anywhere. I think it does like the same amount of damage. That fucking pissed me off. But luckily I got the extend. Because I kept telling myself, watch out for that attack, watch out for that attack, and then he fucking got me with it. I was so bummed. And then this is really fucking gnarly. That pattern there. Thankfully I had bombs. And I finally got it done. No bombs left. No fighters left. Not a great score. Don't care. I was so stoked to get the hard mode clear. And this game is fucking awesome. If I ever decide to play a game for score, this is probably where I would go. And yeah, I know my score sucks. I got like 6.5 million, barely 6.5 million. But yeah, I wanted to upload a video, and I didn't, working on another one where there's like editing and all kinds of shit and goofball stuff. But this one I just wanted to upload just because I wanted to talk about Devil Blade Reboot, because it's fucking awesome. And someday I might return and play for score. So if anybody out there plays this game, has any comments, comment. We'd love to hear from you.